Alrighty. Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? Yes, it is. um, Welcome. We are doing an evening of jazz for you tonight. So, my name is Justin Spainhour-Roth. This is Steven Spainhour-Roth, and we will also have a surprise guest, Annie Cook, but I'll talk about her and her fabulous piano playing later. But we're gonna get started. And tonight, what we have prepared are a. Uh, sorry, our cat is being. It only happens live, you guys. And now the dog's. Every time we try to do.
I'm gonna put her up.
Every time we do something live, you guys, something happens. Like, we're not trying to. So the pets are going to go in the other room for the time being. We love them, but for the time being, they are going to chill in another room. So we're back. But anyway, we're going to be doing some jazz standards for you, also known as songs from the American Songbook, and I'll talk a little bit about those as we get into them, but I am going to kick things off singing an Irving Berlin song called It's a Lovely Day Today from a musical from the early 1950s called Call Me Madam. So let me just get my track all set and we will get started. It's a lovely day today, so whatever you've got to do, you've got a lovely day to do it in, that's true. And I hope whatever you've got to do is something that can be done by two, for I'd really like to stay. It's a lovely day today, so whatever you've got to do, I'd be so happy to be doing it with you. But if you've got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, then there's nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day. You got a lovely day to do it in, that's true. And I hope whatever you've got to do is something that can be done by two, for I'd really like to stay. It's a lovely day today, and whatever you've got to do, I'd be so happy to be doing it with you. But if you've got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day. It's a lovely day today, so whatever you do, that's true. And I hope whatever you've got to do, something that can be done by two, for I'd really like to stay. It's a lovely day today. I'd be so happy to be doing it with you. But if you've got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day. It's a lovely day. Yay! Awesome. So that was the first song. Thought it would be appropriate to kick things off on a little bit of a positive note, as it can always be a lovely day today. And now we're going to do things on a little bit of the slower side. Stephen is going to sing a ballad for you uh, that is probably most people will know it from the film Casablanca. That's all I'm going to say. I think that's all you really need to say about it, and I'm just gonna let Stephen go ahead and start singing.
Makes you want to say that more.
Right?
You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely. No matter what the future brings, as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs, never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate, that no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by.
Play that piano, Stephen.
Just makes you feel classy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Very smooth. Moonlight and love songs, never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate, that no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes
Woo! Yay! Like, that was just super relaxing, and what all good songs in this catalog do, referred to lovingly as the Great American Songbook. They are songs that have been so ingrained into our culture that they have really been able to stand the test of time, despite being written in the 20s and 30s and 40s and even 50s, as a lot of these standards are traditionally written. And fun fact for all of you, because I'm a big musical theater nerd. So when I was in college taking my musical theater classes, we focused a lot on musical theater history, and really how musical theater has really always been at the front, in some way, shape, or form of American popular culture. And I think the jazz standards are a great example of that. Most jazz songs that were first in a musical or a musical film before they really became popular songs. So the next song that I'm going to do is a song that was written for a movie first, and then way many years later got adapted to the stage. And actually, the year that this song came out, which I believe was 1945, the film was State Fair, and it has a score written by Rodgers and Hammerstein. So if you're familiar with Oklahoma, South Pacific, Cinderella, they are the composers for that. And they wrote this song, It Might As Well Be Spring, which won an Academy Award that year. And then the film was then translated into a stage version back in like the mid early 90s. So I am going to sing that Academy Award winning song for you all, because it's just a really nice and pretty simple tune. So here we go. The things I used to like, I don't like anymore. I've won a lot of other things I haven't felt before. It's just like Mother says. I sit around and mope, pretending I am wonderful, and knowing I'm a dope. I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. I'd say that I had spring fever, but I know it isn't spring. I'm starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. Oh, why should I have spring fever when it isn't even spring? I keep wishing I were somewhere else, walking down a strange new street, hearing words that I have never heard from a man I've yet to meet. I'm as busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on the wing, but I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. It might as well be spring. Perfect song for springtime that we are getting into summertime as well. So we've got one more vocal track for you that we're gonna sing, and then we're gonna turn it over to our special guest. And I'll talk a little bit about that after Steven sings this next song. But this next song, and I think is definitely showing my age with that. I think the first time I heard this song was, was the credits for Finding Nemo. I think they played this song in the credits for the movie. So that was my first experience into the song. You guessed it, Beyond the Sea. So Steven is going to sing a little bit of that. We're going to get a little nautical, and he's going to take it away for us.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. It's far beyond the stars, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore, we'll kiss just as before, and happy we will be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing.
Right? Boat sailing. Look, it's Nemo.
I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore, we'll kiss just as before. Happy we will be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. No more sailing, so long sailing, bye-bye sailing. No more sailing.
Yay! Awesome! So we are going to turn it over to the fabulous pianist and music director Annie Cook. Yes, we love her so much. If you saw last fall's production of The Drowsy Chaperone, she was the Drowsy Chaperone in that, and Most recently, she music directed as well as directed last spring's production of Bright Star,
And won
the
the Mad
musical.
Award.
Yes, won the Mad Award for that as well. So that was very exciting. And Annie is also on our Legally Blonde team as well. So she was serving as our music director. And once that gets back up on its feet, which Legally Blonde will, don't you worry, it will be here before you know it. We are, very hopeful that schedules will work out and she'll be able to join us for that again as well. But we are going to turn it over to her. She's got a couple of piano selections that she's recorded for us. So I am going to turn it over to her so that way she can show her absolutely phenomenal talent.
Hi, this is Annie. I'm going to play a little song from Irving Berlin called Cheek to Cheek.
Yay! Wonderful job, Annie. Thank you so much for taking the time and sharing your talents with us. Promise she will be back with another song towards the end of this evening. But again, she played that song as an instrumental, but I know for me, I was humming along and I was like, oh yeah, I totally know this song, and I think again that's really one of the most magical things about the songs in this catalog is that they are so well known, they're so iconic and so ingrained into our culture that it's such a gift that we're still able to share this music, decades after it was originally, written and recorded. So, with that being said, we're gonna keep swinging on, and Steven has a little bit of some Dean Martin for you. So I'm gonna let him take it away.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? Like the fella once said, ain't love a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in the boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
Yes, what a fun song, and just all. I hope you enjoyed our instruments. Clearly, we are trained in the art of
Trumpetry.
Yes, trumpetry and saxophonetry, and all of that stuff. Not trigonometry, which was a really bad joke. I apologize. The next song that we have for you tonight, again, has a lot of those swing elements, a lot of those rhythmic elements to it. This is a song called I Got Rhythm, which was written by the Gershwins, who are a very, 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 very popular songwriting team. They were brothers, and they've written a lot of music that was on Broadway and then featured in film, and then was, again, recording stars would record their music and everything like that. So I'm going to be doing I Got Rhythm, which was originally featured in the musical Girl Crazy from the early 30s, which then got transferred into Crazy for You. If you're familiar with that musical from the 90s, they updated it a little bit, but it's essentially the same show. So let's go ahead and get some rhythm. I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man who could ask for anything more. I've got daisies in green pastures, I got my man who could ask for anything more. Old man trouble, I don't mind him, you won't find him round my door. I've got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I got my man who could ask for anything more, who could ask for anything more. I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man who could ask for anything more. I got daisies in green pastures, I got my man who could ask for anything more. Old man trouble, I don't mind him, you won't find him run around my front or back door. Who could ask for anything more? Who could ask for anything more? Yay! That was fun, y'all. All right. we have one more song for you tonight, and I thought it would be appropriate to kick off or, I guess, end our evening on this note. Annie, again, featured on piano. She is doing a song that is very, very dear to, I feel like, the hearts of Georgians everywhere. So I don't think the song needs any more explaining than that. I'm going to let Annie take it over and play us out.
Hi, this is Annie. I'm going to play a little song from Irving Berlin called Cheek to Cheek.
Ooh, we already did that one. Never mind. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. Now I've got Georgia on my mind. Here we go. This is the one we want.
Another little ditty from the Golden Age is actually one that's dear to our hearts as Georgians. This is Georgia on My Mind by Hoagie Carmichael.
Yay! Thank you again, Annie, for sharing sharing your time and your talents, and thank you all for tuning in and enjoying a little bit of some live music tonight, or I guess quasi live. But we have been having so much fun getting to share the arts with you and such a variety of arts experiences with you. So, with that being said, I hope you all are well and safe, and we really appreciate your support of Elm Street during this time, and we appreciate your support of your local businesses all around during this time. So, again, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the show tonight and would like to see something similar to this again, please let us know by putting a comment in. We'd love to organize another jazz night or something similar, whether it's a Broadway night, a rock night, whatever yeah, that'd be interesting. Whatever the case may be, but we would love to see what you guys would like to see. And on that note, we again want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and we will talk to you soon.
Stay healthy, stay safe.
All right, bye, you guys.